Hello. In this video, we will be doing some strength training as well as some stretching. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you have the equipment that you need. Of course, you will need some weights, weight cuff or dumbbell. However, for the lower body exercises, we will need to use the weight cuff. Can't use the dumbbell for lower body exercises. You'll need to use a chair for part of our exercises, certainly not for all of them, but for part of them. And I also suggest you have some water handy so you can take a drink anytime you want. And I want to remind you about the general rules we always have on these exercises. 3 of them. Basically, if the doctor says don't do it, don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it. And finally, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Remember, you're in charge. It's all about you. And I hope you have a little bit of fun as well. So let's get started. We're going to start with 4 upper body exercises for each side. We'll do 8 repetitions of each exercise and then move on to the next exercise and then come back and do a second set of 8 repetitions. So, put your weight cuff around your right wrist or grab your dumbbell with your right hand. We'll try to move through these at a pretty good pace without hurrying, but trying to make best use of our time. So you're going to turn your palm facing out, elbow stays tucked in as you do an arm curl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let your arm hang straight down. You're going to keep your arm straight with your palm facing in, lifting shoulder height. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do what we call the tricep kickback. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what I'm doing. You don't need to turn sideways. You can stay pointed straight forward. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out with my left foot, bend my left knee, support myself with my hand on my thigh, hinge over just a little bit over my knee. Now, I'm going to make a nice big bend with my elbow. I'm going to keep looking about 3 to 4 feet in front of me, and then I'm going to put my arm out straight behind for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let your arm hang straight down, and you're going to pull your weight straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Take a breath. Let's do it all over again. Palm facing out, elbow tucked in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, palm facing in, lifting shoulder height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, stepping out with your left foot, hinge over a little bit. Now make that nice big bend with your elbow and then straighten your arm out behind for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let your arm hang straight down and then bring your weight straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to switch our weights from our right wrist to our left wrist, but this would be a good chance to grab a drink while we're at it. So, getting your weight around your left wrist, or putting your dumbbell in your left hand. Let's do those same 4 exercises, 8 repetitions, 2 sets. Palm facing out, elbow tucked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm hanging straight down, palm facing in, keeping our arms straight, shoulder height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, stepping out with your right foot, bend your right knee, hinge over, make that nice big bend with your elbow. Now bring your hands straight behind you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let your arm hang straight down. Now bring your weight straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Second set, palm facing out, elbow tucked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Palm facing in, arms straight, shoulder height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stepping out with your right foot, bending your right knee, making a nice big bend with your elbow and straightening your arm out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm hanging straight down, hand coming straight up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to take that weight cuff, put it around our right ankle. My suggestion is you sit down while you do this. And we will be doing our first exercise from a seated position. So, what you want to do is you want to be sitting a little forward on your chair. If you need the back support, go ahead and scoot all the way back. What you don't want to do is you don't want to sit forward on your chair and then lean back. That would not be a good posture. So we're sitting on our chair, nice straight posture. You're going to raise your right foot a little bit off the floor. If you need to, you can put your hands underneath your leg to help keep your foot up. You can put your hands underneath the chair to help you, whatever you need. And you're simply going to kick your foot up for 8 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll do the second set before we stand up. Take a little break, give yourself a rest as I have a chance to tell you one of my jokes that I tell my grandkids. So, what do kids' parents dress up as for Halloween? Mummies and daddies. Okay, second set. Foot off the floor. Let's kick it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to come out of the chair very carefully. You have weight around one ankle but not the other, so that you might feel a little lopsided. You're going to be behind your chair. Now I'm going to again be toward the side. You can have your angle right straight forward, but I want you to see what I'm doing. So we're going to start out with the leg curl, then we'll do hip extension, hip abduction, and then we'll come up on our toes. We'll do 2 sets of 8 repetitions. So let's start standing nice and tall, doing our leg curl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip extension with our foot coming out behind for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Hip abduction. Our leg is going to come to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up on our toes, and then taking it slowly back down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All over again with the curl, hip extension, hip abduction, and up on our toes. Leg curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip extension for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip abduction for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up on your toes for 1, and slowly back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we're going to be seated. To switch the weight from our right ankle to our left ankle. Okay, again we'll start out doing 2 sets of our exercise from a seated position before we come up. Sitting a little bit forward on our chair. We're going to kick up our left foot, arm underneath our leg if we need to. Let's kick for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a little bit of break before we do the second set of 8 repetitions. Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? He just couldn't see himself doing it. Okay. Lift your foot up and kick for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carefully come out of your chair, being mindful that you have a weight around your left ankle. Okay. Leg curl, hip extension, hip abduction, and up on our toes. 2 sets, 8 repetitions. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip extensions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip abductions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up on our toes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, second set. Curls, extensions, abductions, and up on our toes. So, leg curls, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip extensions. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip abductions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up on our toes for 1. Take it back down slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we can take our weight cuff off and put it aside because we're not going to need it anymore. So I suggest you sit down to do this. And now we will do our sit to stand. So for our sit to stand, again, I suggest you be forward on your chair unless you need that back support. You're going to do the sit to stand without pushing up with your hands, say, on your thighs or on the chair. The idea is that you don't use your hands at all. If you need to, if you find it difficult to get out of the chair without a little bit of support, you could use your hands on your thighs if you want. My suggestion is that you simply slow it down. You don't have to do as many as I do. You don't have to do as fast as I do. The important thing is to do them to the best of your ability. So if you can only do a few, but you can do them without using your hands to help you get up, that's the better option. As we come up, I want you to think about pressing through the heels of your feet. That does not mean lifting your toes off the floor. What it does mean is that you're going to press right through the heels as you come up. Now we're going to do 12 of these. We'll only do one set, but we'll do 12 repetitions. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 more to go. 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do one more for good luck. 13. You never knew that 13 was supposed to be good luck? Well, in this case it is. Okay, let's come back down. Now we're going to move right into some stretching. So we're going to start out with hamstring stretches. And for this one, I really do recommend getting toward the front of your chair. At least for me, I can get a lot better stretch if I do that. So I'm going to put my right foot out. I'm going to have my right toe up. Heel is on the floor. What I want to do is I just want to hinge a little bit so it doesn't take a whole lot of movement. Just a little bit to start feeling some stretch. On all these stretches, a little stretch goes a long way. You don't want to force anything. You certainly don't want to do it so to the point where it hurts. Just a nice little stretch. If you want to, you can creep your hands down your leg just a little bit to help you get into the stretch. If you do that, do both hands together. Don't do just one side at a time. Instead of using both hands, that might cause you to twist, and that wouldn't be good. So, and we'll hold it just for a moment. As your muscles start to relax, you might be able to get just a little more stretch. Okay, come on back. Now we're going to do our quadricep stretch. And this one is not going to be easy for you to watch me through the whole stretch. So I'm going to do it right now, and I want you just to watch as I demonstrate it, and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to turn to my right, and you notice my left heel, or my left foot, is back behind with my left thigh pointed straight down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab hold of the back of my chair, and I'm going to twist toward the back. Okay, so now I want you to do it. You're turning to the side, your left thigh is straight down, your foot's behind you, you have a hold of the back of the chair, and you're twisting toward the back. Okay, come on around front. Now, let's take our left foot. You're going to put your left foot out, heel on the floor, toe pulled back, hinging over. Again, doesn't have to be a really big stretch. And there's certainly no competition because I'm assuming there's no one else around, and so you're doing this all by yourself. Even if there were someone else around, it still would be all about you. Okay, come on back up. Now turn to the left. Again, this time you know what you're doing, so go ahead and do it with me. Turning to the left. This time your right thigh is pointed straight down. Your right foot is back behind. You're grabbing back the back of the chair and you're twisting around. And we'll just hold it a little bit. And then come back around. Let's get out of the chair. We're going to do some stretching from a standing position, and I always recommend though having that chair handy just in case you need it for balance. I know sometimes I do. So we're going to step out with our right foot. We're going to keep both feet flat on the floor. The heels are down, the toes are down, and both feet are running straight forward. I want you to go ahead and look, especially at your left foot. Make sure your left foot is running straight forward, that your toe's not pointed out. Now bend your right knee and try to imagine a string attached to your chest pulling you straight forward. So you're going to just move straight forward, just like that, until you feel a nice stretch down the back of your lower left leg, down your calf muscle. Okay, step back. Now I want you to step out with your left foot. Again, both feet flat on the floor. Make sure that your feet are running straight ahead. Bend your left knee as you feel a stretch in your right calf with that string pulling you straight forward. Oh, this is one of my favorite stretches. Maybe because I have tight calf muscles and really need to work hard on stretching that calf muscle. Oh, love it, love it. Ah, yeah, come on back. Okay, now we'll do some upper body stretches just to finish everything off. I like to start with a very simple stretch. Oh, yeah, just lifting, lifting. Oh, feels so good. Now, take your right hand, reach down your back like you're trying to scratch your back, and then your left hand comes underneath your elbow, pushes up on the elbow. The purpose of your left hand pushing up is to facilitate the stretch. Now, let your right arm come across as your left arm hooks underneath. Again, the purpose of your left arm hooking underneath is just to facilitate the stretch. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Left arm up, hand coming behind, right hand coming underneath your elbow to push up. And then let your left arm come across as your right arm hooks underneath. Okay, shake it out a little bit. One more stretch and then we'll be done. Palms together, push your hands out. Now, let your fingertips come out as you keep the heels of your hands together. That gives you a nice little wrist stretch, and then you bring it on around. And this is a bicep stretch. It happens as you move your hands back. There we go. Okay, shake it out a little bit. So there you have it. You have a nice little strengthening exercise, strengthening routine, and some stretches to go along with it. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you get a chance to do these on a regular basis. Bye-bye.